What's up, family? Black man power, black woman power, black child power is King Leon X, KLXUBVOA. This is episode 12 of Take Charge of Your Life. We started at a different time today. Everything is all good, everything is all great, everything is wonderful and magnificent. I'm so grateful and so honored to even be alive and to so grateful and honored to even have the chance to present any of my concepts and any of my ideas, my personal life philosophy that in hopes that it may be used in a sense that's to you becoming your greatest version. Okay, take charge of your life. Episode 12 starts a little differently. The time. See, I woke up. Well, I laid down at like 4:45 this morning, like probably like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I woke up at like 7:30. Then I went back to sleep, and then I woke back up at like 10:59. And so like where I'm at, 10:59, 11 o'clock is 12 p.m. Eastern, which is the normal time for Take Charge of Your Life. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it later. You know, I was in my drawers. I'm like, should I rush? I'm like, it's cool. It's my life. I'm taking charge of my life, my day, right? And I already had my notes prepared. I could have gave it to y'all, rush, but I didn't go through all my morning rituals. And then, so I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and do this take charge of your life video, right? And I went to review my notes, for what I was going to present to y'all today. And one of the first things that it says is that make it okay to fail. You feel me? Don't fear failure. You can't get out of life alive. You know what I mean? So I instantly jotted to my notes, and then it was just like boom. I already wrote like make it okay to fail. It's like we're taking charge of our life. Remember, we're operating from our imagination. Not our memory. We're operating from a place of who we intend to become, not who we've been. You know what I mean? If we continue to be who we've been, we'll always have what we have. Um, you know what I mean? Success is something that we attract by the person that we become, right? Um, uh, the more committed we are to our personal goals, dreams, and visions, the more committed we are to our increased quality of life, uh, the more we'll be able to attract committed people. You know what I mean? Committed people attract committed people. Hurt people attract hurt people. You know what I mean? And so forth and so far down the line, right? So this is episode 12 of Take Charge of Your Life, Take Charge of Your Day, Take Charge of Your Mind, Take Charge of Your Mental Attitude. You know what I mean? Once you commit yourself, the how will come. You know what I mean? Uh, it's like how I was saying in the last episode, it's like the most difficult thing that I've ever done was to convince myself that I could be doing what I'm doing right now. Convince myself that I could it's my right to just travel around the world. Did you guys know in the last 18 months I've been in 100 different cities? You know what I mean? And just traveling just with my message just all across the country. Been on TV a whole bunch of times, countless radio shows, shot music videos, performed on huge stages in front of thousands of people, spoke to many, different people. While I'm connected in these hundreds of cities, I connect real life with people that from online, and then we build offline connections. You know what I mean? Like, the most difficult thing that I've done is just to convince myself that like I deserve the best life has to offer. You know what I mean? That the biggest thing that I had to convince myself was that someone's opinion of me doesn't have to be my reality. Right? Someone's opinion of me does not have to be my reality, and someone's opinion of you does not have to be your reality. All right? Now, what's up with these likes and these shares on this video and these comments, right? When things resonate with you, type make the choice. Anyway, we engage. Me, when I say we, I speak from me, from lower self to higher self. to then, and then as on behalf of the people that I surround myself with. And we engage in high risk living. Okay, we are results driven, solution oriented people who have specific tasks, specific assignments, specific strategies, organized plans to produce specific measurable results, a measurable increase, a measurable overall increase for in the quality of life for the black woman and child, social, economic, political, spiritual increase, measurable. Right, measurable increase in our economics and our finances, measurable increase in the harmony in our human relationships, measurable increase in our peace of mind and our hope for future achievement. You know what I mean? Measurable increase, results driven. You know what I mean? And so, if you're not willing to risk, you can't grow. You cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. Right? Life is like, how tall will this tree grow? You feel me? You know, how far these trees is nature, right? We study and observe nature. It's like, how tall will, these trees grow? You know, as as high as possible. This tree is gonna grow as big as possible. You know what I mean? It's gonna produce as many leaves as possible. If it have fruit on it, it will produce as much fruit as possible. You know what I mean? You never heard of a tree growing half. You know what I mean? Some trees only grow to 3 feet. Some trees grow to 100 feet. But it's gonna grow to its max because it doesn't have any choice. Because life. It's always evolving. You know what I mean? You can't even begin to count the leaves on this tree. You know what I mean? And every time you count, it will be a different number. You know what I mean? But anyway, the essence of life is growth. You know what I mean? So you're either growing or you're dying. Your brain, naturally, that's why we have to learn the working functions of our mind, because our conscious mind just seeks safety and security. You know what I mean? And so, and our safety and security oftentimes is just based upon our memory. You know what I mean? Because our thought and memory, you feel me? That's where our conscious mind uses thought, memory, and sensory factors. You know what I mean? And so thought is old, because once you recognize thought, then it's old. You know what I mean? The moment you become aware of thought, it's old. You know what I mean? The moment, and so we just have all these memories, and our conscious mind wants to keep us in this place of our comfort zone. So when we begin to do something new, we immediately feel that uncomfort, and oftentimes that uncomfort keeps people from continuing to push forward. See, that uncomfort keeps me to push forward. You know what I mean? Because what is this? This is, who are you really? You know what I mean? You can't say and talk cosmic energy, cosmic beings, all these other different types of stuff, spirituality, and the power that you have, the limitless power that you have in yourself to control your destiny. You can't say the black man is God, black woman is God, blah, 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 blah. If you're not actually creating, if you're not a producer, if you're not engaged in alchemy, turning your ideas into physical things. Did you know that you already are turning your ideas into physical things, and that your current reality is nothing but the total sum of your past thoughts and actions? If you would have thought different things in the past and you would have done different things in the past, you would be in a different situation today. So your current thoughts and actions today are creating this conversation tomorrow, the next day, next year, 10 months from now. Yeah, truth. Push past, because it's like people be waiting to chase their dreams and waiting to take charge of their life because they feel fear, and it's like, and they're waiting for the fear to go away for them to move. Because I used to do that, but then I realized that when I began to study successful people, and I realized I want to be wealthy, so I began to study wealth. I want to be successful. I began to study success. I wanted to live in abundance. I began to study abundance. You know what I mean? I wanted to be powerful and influential. I began to study power and influence. You know what I mean? I want to be a leader. I just began to study leadership, right? Because and so what I found out is that all of these people, they still feel fear too. They just use it differently. They feel their fear and they use it to act. They use it as a trigger to act. While the common man and the people who work for them, they use that fear. When they feel that fear, it paralyzes them, and it keeps them in that same space. You know what I mean? That's why you know, engage when I engage in like communication in my social experiments. I'm out networking, whether I'm talking to, you know, a same gender person or opposite gender. Uh, I have a 3 second rule. I see someone that I want to engage in conversation with. Boom! I just instantly, it's like 3 seconds. I just boom, instantly just go talk to them, engage in conversation with them. Use my powers of observation to ask a question or strike, um, uh, you know, a dialogue of, you know, their interest and get them to, you know, express, you know, themselves. People love talking about themselves, and then I observe, right? And then I, you know, so it's like I still feel fear though, you know. I still feel fear when I'm just going up to a person that I never met. You know, I still feel fear when I'm going on stage in front of thousands of people. You know what I mean? I still feel fear every time I'm about to press live. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to go live. Holy fuck. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, who cares? It's like everyone does. Everyone feels fear. It's like that's learned. Okay, I'm gonna unlearn that. This any discomfort that I feel, what's the solution? What is keeping me back from what I want to do, who I want to be, what do I want to see, what do I want to have, what do I want to become? Right? I intend to become the most influential, powerful, wealthy black man that of the 21st century, and arguably that ever existed, because I know the results that are necessary for people to say that about me. I know the results that are necessary for people to say that about me. So I intend, since I have the know-how, I have the skills. No one's better than me. No one's smarter than me. No one's bigger than you. No one's smarter than you. If you would have known how far I came and how far my mentality from where I used to be to, you know, what I'm doing now, people, it's like, and I'm not even actively, you know, pursuing my definite major purpose like 100% of the time. You know what I mean? I just chose to take charge of my life, so I just live a lifestyle that I get to do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever I want to do it, because I choose to. Because when I started working corporate America after college, yeah, I was making a whole bunch of money, but I didn't have my time and I wasn't fulfilled. And then I was like, yeah, shit, I made just about almost this much money when I was selling drugs. I'm not gonna sell drugs anymore. I'm actually gonna quadruple and multiply that value 100-fold. Once I began to realize that there's people out here who got 200, 300, 500 streams of income, 300, 400, 500 things that pay them every week, month, day, quarter, or year, whether they work, sleep, or travel. And I decided I'm gonna just use my working life to invest in assets that's gonna pay me forever. All right. I understand that we get paid to bring value to the marketplace, right? It's two types of value. You become valuable yourself, and you bring a valuable product or service. Last year and some change, I've been participating in bringing a lot of valuable products and services from a lot of black businesses, you know, What's Up African and a whole bunch of others. You know what I mean? Producing measurable results. People fuck with me because of the results. If you look at the reviews on my King link on this page right here, and you could type a review if you haven't yet. They say they fuck with me because of the results. I don't just talk. You know what I mean? I don't just talk, which is why. And anyway, let me get to the notes, because that's why I have notes, because I could just keep going off the top of my head. So it's like, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow, right? That's what we're talking about, growth, right? The essence of life is growth. If you cannot grow, then you cannot become your best. Humans are the only ones that won't grow to all they can. Humans are the only ones that won't develop to their max, because we have the dignity of choice. And someone forgot to tell you that you can choose to take charge of your life. Someone forgot to tell you that someone's opinion of you don't gotta be your reality. Someone forgot to tell you that don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. Someone forgot to tell you that all skills are learnable, and we're all born the same way, dumb, naked, and speechless. Everything else is learned. You've learned habits that lead to undesirable results, you could also unlearn those habits and replace those. You could use those same triggers and that lead to a destructive habit or a destructive thought pattern. You could consciously understand the working powers of your brain, use those same triggers to reprogram yourself into constructive thought patterns, and which lead to constructive habits, which lead to personal productivity, which lead to the restoration of confidence, which leads to self-love and an increased self-image, which leads to peace of mind, which leads to freedom from fear and worry, which leads for being engaged in the labor of love, which leads to wisdom to understand others, which leads to hope for future achievement, which leads to a capacity for applied faith, which leads to willingness to share your blessings with others, which leads to, a whole bunch of other, righteous benefits of abundant living. My timer just went off. That means I'm at 15 minutes. That means I'm gonna have to end this joint soon. So it's like this, y'all. If you're not willing to risk, you can't grow. If you can't grow, you cannot be your best. If you can't be your best, then you can't be happy. If you cannot be your best, you can't be happy. And if you cannot be happy, then what else is there? What else is there? If you can't be happy, damn, you can have all your goals and dreams, all the material things. Feel me? People bowing down at your feet, throwing rose petals every time you walk. You know what I'm talking about? Feeding you grapes and shit. But if you don't have a positive mental attitude, if you can't be happy, then like what else is there, y'all? Remember, the only thing that you can control is your mental attitude. People be thinking they can control what they do, where they go, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. A white man come up right now while I'm live, snatch my ass up and do some crazy shit. Just like you. You can do that to you too. No matter who you are, no matter what color you are. You feel me? So you're not in control of where you want to go and all these other blah, 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 all that type of stuff. The only thing you're really in control of 100% is your mental attitude. The same rain pours on us all. The same wind blows on us all. What happens to everyone. What's the difference is what you do about it. So take chances, challenge yourself, make it okay to fail. Don't fear failure. You feel me? Because you can't get out of life alive anyway. You feel me? You have to die to leave. You have to die to leave. And if I happen to go out early based on my revolutionary activity, that's why I got life insurance. My mom or my family will be multimillionaires and shit. So, okay. There's systems available. Wait, do you even have life insurance? Anyway. Listen, you got to be willing to do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. If you want to succeed in this life, yo. Unsuccessful people are not willing to take charge of their life. Unsuccessful people are not willing to take charge of their day. Unsuccessful people are not willing to take charge of their mind and their mental attitude. They want someone else to set a schedule for them so they could just follow it. And they don't even care if that person has their best interests. Some people naturally do just need some guidance and direction. Well, make sure that you're following the right motherfucking plan. Okay? Shit. All these damn grown-ass motherfuckers who's living a life that they don't want to live, complaining all the damn time. Like, yo, I start talking to a queen, she complaining and shit, I check that shit real quick. 3 straight, she start complaining, yo, think about it this way. I'm like, yo, like, alright, she's just gonna have to plug into one of my systems, but possibilities of, intimacy, like, cause I don't be caring about anything except for personal productivity and you taking responsibility for the space that you occupy, owning up to where the fuck we went wrong at, where the fuck we went right at, what we can do better to get to where we want to go. You know what I'm talking about? What can you do better to get to where you want to go? Own up to some shit. Own up to where you at, what you doing, because it's you, it's your thoughts, it's your actions, it's your decisions that's leading to your habits, which lead into your character, which is creating your destiny. You feel me? Don't put that shit on me. Take charge of your life. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I just decided to get lit real quick for y'all. And my mom gonna watch this joint. She gonna be like, "What I tell you about cussing on your videos?" I'm gonna be like, "Listen, ma. You know what you told me. But sometimes the F word, the F bomb just really does it for me." Anyway, don't follow me, follow your dreams, y'all. It's King Leon X. Check my website, www.kingleonx.com. Oh shit! Matter of fact, we got a. If you in Dallas, we got a Hidden Colors screening today at Sankofa, Sankofa's Kitchen in Dallas, Texas. And I'm also gonna have a book signing and shit. I'm gonna be one of the hosts for it. So you could come out there and see us. I'm at Royal Hemps right now in Dallas, Texas, 2007 West Davis Street. Come through. Stay grateful.